Here are the top 10 things you need to know about BYOD at Wendell Middle School next year, presented by our class.
BYOD is optional. The first thing you need to know about BYOD next year is that it's completely optional. Bring your own device will never be required, and students and parents should not go out and buy devices especially for BYOD.
Second, BYOD will not start on the first day of school. Before we officially become BYOD, we will hold parent community information nights where students and parents will understand the expectations and procedures. Students and parents will have to sign a BYOD contract that promises they will use their device only for school-appropriate purposes. We will probably not become BYOD school until at least October of 2017. So once again, BYOD will not start on the first day of school. The same rules for students' device will apply when students first return from summer vacation.
Third, our BYOD system will look kind of like a traffic light. Green will mean that devices will be used that day. Red will mean that the devices won't be used that day and they will be turned off. Teachers will indicate every day on the outside of the classroom door whether the day's lesson is red or whether the lesson is green. It will clearly show green, which means they will be able to be used. It will clearly show red, which means devices will not be used that day. Depending on what the teacher's lesson calls for, whether a class is green or red will change day to day and will be up to each individual teacher.
Fourth, in the classroom, each desk will have special spaces called device parking lots where devices will be placed when not in use. While in class, students should never have their device hidden away in their pocket or in any body part. All devices should be visible to the teacher in the corner of the desk until it's time to use it.
Red zones and green zones around WMS. Whether a classroom is green or red will change depending on the day. However, there will be some areas of our school that will always be either red or green. For example, bathrooms and locker rooms will always be red zones. No phones or electronic devices should ever be in those areas. Before 7:45 and after 3 p.m., the cafeteria and media center will be green zones, but school-appropriate rules still apply. Also, students in the cafeteria for after-school detention after 3 p.m. will not be permitted to use their devices even though they are in the cafeteria.
BYOD is a privilege. It is not something every student is entitled to. Students who are not following the proper procedures will be subject to disciplinary actions, and those who repeatedly do not follow the Wendell Middle School BYOD procedures will lose their BYOD privileges for the remainder of the year.
Students using BYOD next year will have to connect to the school's separate BYOD Wi-Fi connection. They will not be permitted to use LTE or data while doing their schoolwork.
Okay, so many students use their device primarily for entertainment. Now, watching videos, playing games, and using social media. Now, our BYOD initiative is one way we can teach young people of the incredible power that many of them already have in their pockets. Now, as long as they're used appropriately. So, they're not really toys, they're more of tools, as you see.
Ensuring access for all students. Some students may not choose to bring a device to school, and that's okay. During the 2017-2018 school year, every core class will be outfitted with 10 brand new Lenovo ThinkPad 13 laptops. That can be used in class at the teacher's discretion.
If you have any questions about BYOD next year, please see one of the members of Wendell Middle's BYOD team. Mr. West, Miss Dextre, Miss Mutu, Miss Collins, Miss Betty, and Mr. Morrison.